Have you ever thought where your desires come from? The life you want to live, the materialistic things you want to achieve, the whole desire you have as a human being, where did it actually came from? Did you really choose them? Or was it that you absorbed inside yourself from society, your parents, the movies you watch, the influencers you follow, your friends, whatever it is? That your desires actually come from inside you, or is it something that you have been adopting as an identity which is not the real you? Most of the people don't really understand this, but majority of the people nowadays, they are so much influenced, they're so much absorbed into other people's life and stuff like that, that they have these goals, they have these desires which are basically copied from other people, from the movies they watch, and from like whatever it is they get influence from. And it's this is really a good thought, and this is really a good thought that you need to really think about, and this can actually save your life in some point, I would say. If you don't have this thought, like if you really thought about it, like where did my desires of becoming this, of becoming that, of having this or having that really came from, might actually save you from going into the right direction, like going into the wrong direction, away from the life you actually need to achieve fulfillment. Everyone, I think, for me, I think everyone is born with different desires. Some people are born with their favorite color is green. Some are born with their favorite color is black. Some are born with white. But you adopt a different color because it is termed as like, for example, let's say from you when you were a kid, you like the color, let's say orange. You like the color orange very much. But the social media and the majority of the people don't really appreciate it as a very cool color. People like black or white or gray more often. It's like a royal color, so you stop adopting it, and you eventually, even though from your childhood, like from birth, you have this desire, like you have this orange as your favorite color, but eventually as you grow up, your identity shifts because of the society and stuff like that, and you adopt this desire of your favorite color as something which is basically not your actual favorite color, right? This is just an example of it. Like this is just a mere example of it. And just think about it. If this even if small stuff can have a lot of influence in your life, just think about, like, question to yourself, every desire that you ever had in yourself, was it actually really yours, or was it something that you have been adopting it? This question can really save you a lot of time and energy as well, because most of the times people have this wrong desires and they start working towards it. They work very hard, they spend their time, the energy and stuff like that, and just keep on pushing, and eventually they'll achieve it. All right, they'll achieve these goals, they'll achieve these desires. It will feel really good for the moment, but after some times, even though they have it, they'll feel an emptiness inside themselves. They'll feel there's something missing in their life. They'll miss fulfillment. See, fulfillment is something which can be only achieved, in my thought, like in my opinion, which can only be achieved through your actual true desires which you're born with, not something that you're influenced with. And people need to realize these things, because nowadays, like compared to nowadays, people are basically having a lot more wrong desires, which is not actually theirs, including me. I also realize this as well. You might think, no, my desires are real, like you would like to protect your desires, like this is mine, this is my real identity, because it sounds cool to you, but in actual terms it might be a lot more different. Especially if you're young people, like if you're especially if you're a young person, it can be really hard to accept the fact that this is not your real desire or something that you really want. So my friends, before pushing yourself, before working hard towards the desires of yours, ask yourself, is it really my own desires, or is it something that I adopted throughout my life, which is not my own desires, which is basically just a copy-pasted version of others? It's not a dream of yours, it's a dream of other people. Think about it. Even though you might get validation from achieving the desire you want, from the life you wanted for a bit, but eventually as you get old, you will not be able to really find fulfillment in it. And some people learn it the hard way after wasting times. And it's very important that you understand this thing, especially when you're young. Asking to yourself this kind of questions can actually help you find what is it that you actually want, what is it that you're built for, what is it that you can work towards to. What can you achieve greatness? What can you work hard to achieve greatness in? Some people spend years climbing a ladder only to discover that it was leaning against the wrong wall. I hope you get the point of it, and I hope after this video you'll ask yourself this question, and it will help you find out what your true destiny, what is it that you're built for is. I hope this video is helpful to you in some way. If you have any thoughts for this video or any problems with your life, you can definitely leave it down in the comments. Until then, stay disciplined.